Alright, let's start chapter 5 now. Easy peasy.
As all of you have committed a breach of faith, the Archbishop will now pass judgment.
Inciting a kingdom noble to rebel, unlawful entry, the attempted assassination of the Archbishop, an attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It is unnecessary to go on, followers of the Western Church.
What? We have nothing to do with the Western Church.
You have already been identified. Please spare us your second-rate theater.
Dishonoring a holy ceremony is worthy of death for a member of the Church. You are well past the hope of redemption. If you have any grace remaining, you will willingly offer your life as atonement for this crime.
No, this isn't what we were told would happen. We've been deceived!
It's no use arguing. Whatever your excuse, the punishment stands.
May your souls find peace as they return to the goddess.
Wait, please! The goddess would never forgive you for our execution!
Monster. We know you've already slaughtered many of our fellow brethren like this.
This concludes the investigation. Please remove these poor lost souls from my sight.
I suppose that's that. The assassination attempt, the attack on the Holy Mausoleum. Looks like it was all a plot by the Western Church. It's just too bad that masked knight who was leading the attack got away. Vanished without a trace.
But why would the Western Church want to attack Lady Rhea?
Why? Take your pick of reasons. Relations with the Western Church aren't exactly friendly. Oh, that's right. Geralt mentioned that you grew up completely isolated from the Church. The Church of Serenes is split into a few different branches across Fodlan. The Central Church is headquartered right here at Garrick Mach. Then there's the Western Church. Far west from Castle Gaspar, where Lord Lonato had his little rebellion, is the fortress city of Arianrode. It's the strongest fortress in the kingdom. On the other side of it is the headquarters of the Western Church.
Not too smart to bicker with people who worship the same goddess as you.
The bishop of the Western Church must be pretty ambitious. Probably hopes to split off completely. In which case, he'd need to weaken the Central Church's influence. Killing Rhea is certainly one way to do that. To the shock of no one, I hear the knights have been sent to subdue the leaders of the Western Church. We'll probably get a chance to assist.
You're an odd one, aren't you, Professor? How'd you make it this far in life without ever interacting with the Church? I can't believe someone like you exists in Fodlan. It's too strange.
If you think that's weird, consider the fact that Rhea hired Teach despite all that.
So those guys they caught, they all got the axe, right? That's brutal.
Lady Rhea can be rather intimidating at times. In fact, she can be downright terrifying.
Professor, those who cannot be saved must be delivered to the goddess for judgment. Is that not so?
There you are, Professor. It seems Lady Rhea would like a word with you. Come with me.
The Archbishop lives. Not that I had ever placed much faith in those swine from the Western Church.
I have news, both good and bad. The remains of Seros were not in a tomb. However, something else was. The Sword of the Creator.
Ah, the weapon wielded by that thief, the King of Liberation.
Thief? Huh. At any rate, it is now in the hands of the Academy's new professor. I doubt you will be surprised to hear that the crest stone had already been removed from the sword when it was found.
As expected. It would be foolish to keep both in the same location.
There's more. The professor was able to awaken the sword's true power. Even without the crest stone, the sword glowed red, The Professor's crest is compatible. There is no mistaking it.
Absurd. Using a relic without its crest stone should be impossible. The King of Liberation's bloodline should not even...
They must be allowed to keep it, for now. I do not have enough information about the Professor to act. As for your request, I assent. The Death Knight is at your command. Use him well.
Good. I believe I will enjoy this a great deal.
I cannot thank you enough for defeating those invaders in the Holy Mausoleum, and especially for protecting the Sword of the Creator. That sword is one of the hero's relics, and the most precious artifact in the Church's possession. It is also a weapon of terrifying power. For now, I will entrust the sword to you. Please, use it wisely.
Lady Rhea, wait! Do you truly mean to give the Sword of the Creator to this stranger? Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily, even to someone who has the ability to wield it. If someone like Nemesis were to appear again, all of Fodlan would be consumed by war. Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He is an ancient king of mankind who was defeated by Seros over 1,000 years ago. When Fodlan was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis with the Sword of the Creator. Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods, saving all of Fodlan. Henceforth, he was dubbed the King of Liberation. However, his power began to corrupt him until he himself turned to the darkness. Saint Seros was forced to destroy him. Lady Rhea, I beg you to reconsider. Given a little more time, we could more accurately assess this stranger's abilities.
No. I have faith, Sereth. Faith that our friend here will not be corrupted by wickedness. Since the death of Nemesis, none have been able to wield the Sword of the Creator. Now, after all those long years of being sealed away, it has returned and found a new master.
I understand. As you wish, Lady Rhea. There you have it, Professor. See that you do not betray the trust the Archbishop has seen fit to bestow upon you.
The Sword of the Creator? The King of Liberation? Each tale is more confusing than the last. And I really can't read that Rhea at all. That sword is clearly precious. So why is she so keen to gift the thing to you? I feel as though we have become entangled in a mystery. And there is one more thing that has been plaguing me. The Sword of the Creator. It somehow feels distinct from other relics we have seen. Such as the one that... Oh goodness, what was her name? What is wrong with that head of yours? Of course it's not a cat. Her name is Catherine. The Sword of the Creator differs from her Thunderbrand in one key way. It bears a hole where something should have been, but is no more. I despise not knowing what is going on. It frightens me. And yet, I place my trust in you. I must. Whatever comes to pass, please swear to cut a path that is your own.
The Sword of the Creator, pulled right from the legends. I finally found it, and yet it ended up in Teach's hands. Could I even use it anyway? Damn it. There's no telling what's to come.
Part 1. White Clouds. Verdant Rain Moon. Tower of Black Winds. The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fodlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
Oh, good. We're done with all the talking. Excellent. Yep, new places, lots of money. Bless. I lied. We're not done with all the talking. RIP.
I have a new mission for you, Professor. I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier. I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings are fairly common within the kingdom.
The Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
Hey, Teach. I gotta say, I never would have guessed you were a descendant of the King of Liberation. You didn't forget, did you? That story I told you about a relic that could cut a mountain in half? That relic was the Sword of the Creator, the very same used by Nemesis, the King of Liberation. Don't be coy, Teach. The Sword of the Creator could only be wielded by Nemesis. If you can use it too, that can only mean you have that bloodline's crest. Fine. Keep your secrets. But just so you know, I don't understand isn't gonna cut it here at the monastery. Speaking of, Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. He probably wants to examine your crest with those crazy instruments of his. Actually, sounds amusing. Maybe I'll tag along.
If it isn't my little Claude, what has you so worked up?
Judith? What are you doing here?
That's Lady Judith to you, boy. I told you, until you're in charge, I expect you to address me with all due respect. Anyway, I'm here to retrieve you. Duke Regan's condition has taken a turn for the worse.
Are you saying the old man's on his deathbed?
No, it's not that bad. But in the state he's in, he won't be able to participate in the next Roundtable conference. He wants you to go in his stead. I volunteered to play the messenger.
Wow, thanks for that. Oh, and Teach, this is Judith, also known as the hero of House Daphnel.
So you're little Claude's teacher, are you? How much trouble has he been giving you?
If her nickname didn't give it away, you should know that Judith, Lady Judith, is the leader of the famous House Daphnel of the Leicester Alliance. She used to be a big deal at the Roundtable conferences, but it seems of late she's been reduced to a mere
You had better shut that mouth before I put my boot in it, you tactless nuisance. Now come on, let's get going. Sorry, Professor, but I need to borrow the boy for a bit.
I suppose we'll have to finish our chat later. Sorry, Teach. But don't you worry, I'll be back in time for our next mission. All right, Judith, let's get going.
It's Lady... I suppose you are the active leader for the time being. Fair enough, boy. Fair enough.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The crest of flames. That is what you possess. Your ability to wield the Sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
That's a poggers right there. Alright. Tea party, let's go.
Thank you for your invitation. What a lovely smell.
Yep, sure you do.
You. It's good. Huh? Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Am I that terrible of a woman?
They were both correct.
Thanks for the treat.
Yep, give me charisma or give me death. Thanks. Sure.
Oh, settle down and stop with the knocking. I'll be there in 2 shakes.
Oh, dear. Professor? Is that you? Just a moment.
Oh, what should I do? I can't open the door in this state. Manuela, you simply must quit oversleeping.
Hold on. Where are my clothes? I can't even find my... Where in blazes is my underwear? Oh, What is my dressing robe belt caught on? I can't tie this properly. It's not even covering... Oh, Manuela.
This will have to do.
I'm fine. Just hold on a moment. Hello. Sorry to have kept you waiting. So, what do you want? Excuse me? You had a reason for coming here, I assume.
I've put a lot of time and effort into making it possible to talk with you, you know. No, you've done nothing wrong. Let's just say I'm not having a good day. Actually, I didn't have a good night. Never mind. What did you want, anyway? You heard from him? The fellow from last night? Huh. What did he have to say? Yeah, figures. Kind of saw it coming, actually. That's why I came back to my room and went to bed. To get over it. Thank you for checking in on me. Was that all you wanted? Well then, good night.
God help me, that took 20 minutes. Yep, I will be waiting on those the immediate future. Alright. So today's a bit of an important day because of this. Basically whenever you're on a week, an explore week, and you have this, you want to fish. You will get so much professor experience. And I'm going to show you just how much you get. It's quite a lot. Now, it won't be as much this time just because I don't have enough bait, but in the second week of this month, you unlock 2 vendors and one of them allows you to buy bait every month. And that's nice. So, okay, I'm going to do this, get this quest, sure. And this month we also unlock the statues. So big month for stuff. Let's see, who do I want? I don't really need to do this in this playthrough. I don't think, not in Golden Deer. But
That's
the main reason is I don't really have anybody that's like just desperately has to like rush something right now, basically. Like Ingrid's gonna easily get her swords to B+ before she's level 20. He's a Wyvern Lord, so it doesn't matter. She's got her bows and she'll get axes to C, so it doesn't matter. She's a Wyvern Lord, healer. She only has like 2 things she really cares about anyway. He's useless, and Claude basically also just kind of gets whatever he needs for free. So... I'm thinking, because I'm also kind of doing this Golden Deer playthrough on the fly. Just because it's been so long since I've actually done it. Like, the last time I did it was before I started writing stuff down. So let's see. I'll come back in a minute. Once I'm done running around and doing stuff, I'll come back to it.
The Western Church. The Central Church. They believe in the same goddess, but oppose one another. Fodlan is a complicated place.
I am sorry that the kingdom's unrest did not stop with Lord Lonato. Professor, the hero's relics are incredibly powerful. Please, be on your guard.
Mercedes. Her face looks familiar.
So first thing I'm going to be doing this week is running around, grabbing items, talking to people, and picking up quests. Then I'm basically going to complete all the quests that I have right now, which will be that sauna and the fighting tournament, as it turns out, along with whatever else these are. Then I'm going to go up here, unlock the statues. After unlocking the statues, I'm going to fish, and then everything else basically is how this is going to work.
So, you
have a crest too, eh, Professor? Does that mean you're descended from nobility? You've certainly got the look for it. I sure do wish there were more nobles like you, Professor. A teacher, a mercenary, and so very mysterious. How could a girl ever get enough?
How indeed.
You and your class were at that fight in the Holy Mausoleum, right? I sincerely hope the holy artifacts are unscathed. I admit I wish I could have been there to see it all, even if it does make me queasy. But I was there too early. I'd gone first thing in the morning. At noon, one of the monks chased me out, saying I'd been there too long. Who were they to decide when I've been somewhere too long?
Professor, if you're heading to the kingdom, I would recommend taking a coat. It's chilly, even at this time of year. It also rains a fair bit. Don't get caught out there without protection, or you're sure to catch a cold.
God, and that's a woman, what? Alright. I'm kinda just hoping to find some extra bait lying around as I go, basically.
Is it true that Lady Rhea entrusted the Sword of the Creator to you? I can hardly even fathom you being capable of wielding something of such power. Just who are you anyway?
Yeah, you say that when you get the best relic in the game. Okay.
I thought school life would be peaceful and quiet, with a sprinkle of drama to keep things interesting. But since you arrived, it's been one thing after another. Is that just a coincidence, I wonder? What do you mean? I don't like the way you said that. Stop trying to spook me.
Spooked. Who's that? Oh, random person. Don't care.
Hey, Professor. Don't you think everyone's making too big a fuss over these crests, or heroes' relics, or whatever they're called? How important can that stuff really be? Personally, I don't even care that I don't have a crest.
I'll take muzzles over crests any day. Heck, I'll take muzzles over a hot meal.
Actually...
You go eat. You fatty. Alright. Arcane crystal. Not very helpful. Thanks, game. Another nice thing about the merchants I'll be unlocking is they also include the merchant that lets you buy seeds for the greenhouse. So, starting in Chapter 6, I can actually start save scumming. It'll be nice.
Mission is to rout bandits in the kingdom, is it not? I find the idea unsettling. Though the bandits have captured a large prize, they are insignificant in and of themselves. The matter would be more appropriately dealt with by Margrave Gautier or the Fargus royal family. I grant that I am most likely jumping at shadows, but I fear that if Fargus is weakened, the tipped scales will lead to widespread unrest.
I forgot that they do occasionally come above ground.
It's awful. Just awful what happened with the Rite of Rebirth. The infirmary. Well, it was a mess. Things are finally calm again, and so I've come here to unwind. Let me tell you, I put all of my knowledge to use keeping those kids alive. Still, the truth of it is that when someone faces death for the first time, well, they figure out who they are. They learn if they can do it again. We can't lose them, Professor. Not to battle or to cowardice. If you can keep them going, then I will too.
Nice! Man, I got really lucky with those. Very good. That's right. We gotta begin our journey into turning Lysithea into a mobile artillery cannon. There we go. she will be an artillery cannon. And she will be one-shotting things. It'll be great. She can even one-shot the last boss on this route, almost, if you get her strong enough. It's pretty funny.
No.
I think you have to get pretty lucky, though.
Why is that fish so still? Wait, is it swimming sideways? Perhaps it is resigned to its woeful fate of being plucked from the water and eaten. Ah, Professor, you are so outgoing with all of the students. I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you, though I am certain my brother would disapprove. Might you help me with a favor?
Yeah, so her quest unlocks the saint statues, which are pretty helpful and important.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, come to think of it, last month there was something to report, wasn't there? Thanks to you, I hear that everything was resolved. I never realized that bandits had entered. I'm not a great guard after all, am I? I hope you will forgive me one day.
Yep, you suck, you jackass.
Could you help me out?
Alright, and this unlocks the,
I knew I
blacksmith.
could count on you.
Which means I don't have to just buy
Hey
weapons
there.
all the time
Come
anymore.
back anytime.
So now after the next week, when I unlock those merchants, I also get smithing stones and the like as well. So basically all the fun stuff
could
gets
use your
unlocked
help.
this chapter. And that is the quest for the, to unlock the 2 merchants you need. So you need to make sure to get that and do it as soon as possible, aka next week.
Wow, Lord Rodrigue in the flesh. What is Felix doing? This is such a rare opportunity for him to see his family.
I have a request. Hail, Professor. If I may introduce myself, I am Gilbert. My life has been spent as a dedicated knight. I am to accompany you on your assignment. I may have slowed a step in recent years, but I pledge to you the full extent of my abilities. No, Professor. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you.
Gilbert sucks. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
It seems that our next mission is another bandit hunt. This time I've heard that their leader is the son of a noble family. What a complete disgrace to the nobility.
Hey there, Professor.
Yeah, I don't care about you. You're not a character.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
For a hero's relic to be stolen, it's unheard of.
And just last month, the sword of the Creator was almost stolen too.
Also quite unheard of. What impudence.
Elle is also a womanlet.
For a hero's relic to be stolen, it's
And just
also. Some people are unhappy because they don't have the crest they want. And some are unhappy because they have a crest they never asked for.
Man, I'm tired.
The coffin of Seros in the Holy Mausoleum should have held her remains. Instead, they say it held the sword of the Creator. What could it mean?
The head of the Western Church holds the title of bishop. That's not as distinguished as an archbishop, such as Lady Rhea, but it still comes with a fair amount of authority. If someone in that position plotted an assassination, I cannot help but think it must have been instigated by some outside force. There are bishops in the Eastern Church as well, but to speak frankly, they do not have much impact. They are under the influence of both the Archbishop and the Leicester Alliance, so their ability to voice grievances is quite limited.
Alright, there's some bait. I'll take it.
Oh.
You acquitted yourself honorably last month. To think they'd go into the Holy Mausoleum and assault the Goddess Tower. I cannot imagine the Western Church was acting on its own. Someone must have been helping them. As for the masked knight who escaped, his days are numbered. I hope we find him soon, so I can kill him myself.
You're a violent woman.
I am Rodrigue Achille Fraudarius. I bear the great honor of serving as a lord in the kingdom of Fargus. I have come in Margrave Gautier's stead to retrieve their stolen relic. However, as I hear it, a group of students is to attend to this matter. I sincerely hope no harm comes to any of them.
That is the most hilarious beard I've ever seen.
I'm so sorry my older brother is causing you all this hassle, Professor. Don't misunderstand. I always thought he was a piece of garbage. But I never thought he'd steal the relic. I can't wait to see his face when he realizes I'm in the group that was sent to take him down.
Oh. Alright, almost done with the running around part. I think I can get some support with Petra here.
I have never had goings to the kingdom's north. I hear the people of North are cold and have much loneliness. Professor, I hear you have worked as a mercenary in the kingdom. Did you find joy in this? You cannot remember? Is that having possibility? I have amazement.
I guess not. That's fine. Thought so, though. I'll also be dishing out lost
training
items.
until I can beat you.
Alright, go back to your anime nerd.
Really?
Exotic feather. I feel like I remember whose that is. I think it's Petra's. But I never really bothered memorizing lost items because I just have a list I can look at, you know? Alright. Let's go check over here. Nothing? Really? Fuck you. Just go to the council before I forget. Oh, I'm surprised. Normally he's happy if you agree with him. Oh well.
You have helped me so much.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and explain that when I do it. I'm gonna wait until I do all the quests first so I have as much renown as possible before I actually do it.
So the whole plan to attack the monastery was some plot devised by the Western Church? That means they used Lenato. What right do they have to drag a good man like him into their schemes?
Ash anger. Wonder whose that could possibly be.
Isn't it strange? Saint Seros' body was missing from her coffin, but they found a sword in its place. Do you think she moved from her coffin and left the sword behind?
Professor?
Alright, so that's everything down here. So let me run up here. I can't remember what that red quest is, but if it's one of those run around and talk to a million people quests, I might get a little mad about it. I'm not gonna lie.
Captain Gerald was all furrowed brow earlier. Do you know what's got him so concerned? If there's a problem, I want to help any way I can. I did, but he just dodged the question. Still, it's worrying to see him like that.
Right, it's not. I remember what it is now.
So, I am trusting you. You must be rather bewildered by the power that was hidden within. However, know that I believe in you. I have no doubt that you will use that power justly. You will most certainly fulfill the grand destiny that the goddess has seen fit to grant you. May I ask a favor of you?
Oh, that's right.
May
She
I
wants
ask
me
a
to
favor
do a
of you?
damn tea party with her. Alright, so I ain't gonna get to do a whole lot at all this week, actually. No training, that's for sure, but that's fine. This DLC Tea Party thing is kind of new. Let me go ahead and write that down. Alright. Hopefully this gives me enough support points with her to push me to a C support. That'd just be convenient. We'll see.
I'm pleased to have been in. I am grateful. Of course. I see. Of course. I see. Yes. Of course. Have confidence. I truly believe you can.
Yep.
Of course. How quickly.
I'll take the free charm charisma stat. Thank you.
Ah, Professor. Gerald was looking for you. It seems he has gone off somewhere. If he is not in his room, then surely someone has seen him. Ask around. I have something to ask of you.
One of those quests is a auxiliary battle, so that ain't gonna get done for a hot minute.
Really?
That's okay.
Professor. Oh, Professor. He was...
Yeah. I actually don't even think I have to talk to her for this quest. You can just run right to where he is if you want.
Don't you think Professor Hanneman's been acting a bit strange? Maybe he's made some kind of big discovery. Don't you think maybe he...
He wants confidence herbs. Who else is up here? Everybody? Just Hanneman's left.
Oh my! The crest of flames? Could it really? Yes, the actual crest of flames! Ha ha ha! No, that is quite enough. I should compose myself. I must remain objective in my research. Objective, professional. The scandal with the Western Church troubles me. We cannot afford to let ourselves be swept along, and yet...
Guy has crest autism, for sure. Alright, so let's go chat with these 3 clowns all sitting in here.
Impressive. Think of it. The sword of the Creator, belonging to the ancient king Nemesis. You have to master it as soon as you can. I can't wait to face off against such a legendary weapon.
Yeah, you'd curb stomp me right now. Later. Well, probably not. My Violet's actually pretty, she's pretty solid right now. Do it with a little more speed, but we'll take care of that.
Hey, I heard about the things you did. I'm so glad Lady Rhea is safe. I figure you're a great person after all, Professor.
I appreciate your opinion, dead last.
Oof. This wasn't the first time I've taken part in an Alliance Roundtable conference, but it was still exhausting. There's not enough cooperation in that group, especially from Lawrence's father. But at least my grandfather was surprisingly alert. Judging by that, I'd say he's got at least 5 more years in him.
That's nice. Marianne needs these herbs.
Some and some. Oh.
Need some hope there.
I
There you go. Let me help you. Hey, talk to her and you're Catherine, and she'll tell you where Gerald is, but I know where he is. He's down here. So.
Oh, hey, I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find you. So, here I am. I was thinking we should visit your mother. She's resting beneath this humble grave. Hmm? Oh, of course you would ask that. I wouldn't know where to begin. I suppose I haven't talked much about her. She was gentle and smart. Oh, so smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind to everyone. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back an unusual flower, her face would light up. I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy just by smiling. And she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able to spend much time with you, but she loved you with all her heart. That's the truest thing I know. Never forget it. This ring is the only keepsake I have of her. In time, it will be yours. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Well done. You
Oh,
have
sure.
my thanks.
I will. Should probably grief my limited audience and just pick something like a bad one. Let me see. Yeah, I thought so. I guess Ingrid's kind of my only option. So I'm gonna go with Ingrid. So you don't know, the basic idea of this is you basically want both characters to be like at the black bar dividing the green and red. This one usually increases your bar a little bit, this one increases it a lot, but they're both kind of random. So I kind of always save before just so I can, just in case some weird shit happens, as it tends to, depending on the character. Certain characters just seem to kind of work out pretty well, and then some of them are weird. Alright. Get a little bit of XP, get a little bit of support.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked.
Complete the quest, and you also get a bonus towards your skills increasing for the rest of the month. So if you do that at the start of the month with someone who really needs to like grind out something, then they get a bonus towards it for the rest of the entire month. It's nice. Okay. Got a Lance versus Lance tournament. Who has the best chance of winning this? I don't think it's you. I really don't, but I don't know if I can win it, if I'm being honest. Maybe Ingrid's strong enough, but I really doubt it. Let's see. I just don't think she does enough damage, but we'll find out. Or maybe she does. At least she can beat the first
You
fight.
weren't
That's a
ready.
good sign. The intermediate seal would be nice.
Seems I prevailed.
Usually if you can get past the quarterfinals without having to heal, you've done it. So let me see. Yeah, this should be fine.
Over already?
Because you get 2 heals every tournament, so if you can just hold them until now in the finals, you're usually alright. So if I miss, I lose to Ferdinand. Oh, good. But thankfully, after you hit him once, he loses his stupid plus 15 avoid ability, so... Oh god. I lost. Rip. The fucking Chad Boar got me, dude. Rip. I don't even think you get the quest completion for that either. Let me see. Oh, I do? Is that worth it? Because I really don't think I can actually win that with anyone else. Hilda, Leone. Yeah, I feel like Dimitri's just gonna be way too damn strong. Oh well, it's fine. I was just mostly wanted the renown anyway, so I'm really not worried about it. The intermediate seal would have been nice, but it's not. They're not so difficult to acquire that I really care. However, if I do any of those in the future, yeah, I'm gonna win them. Alright, so Saint statues. Basically all these are is you use renown to buy bonuses. So the +1 to lance skills basically means everyone who makes progress in lances will get an extra point every time they make progress. And that's basically how it works for everything else. And the XP plus 10% means everybody gets 10% extra XP whenever they, do an action that gives them XP. So these are very good. You also can see like you get extra divine pulses and things like that, but the one that really matters is this one right here. What that one basically does is it gives you an extra point towards class masteries every time you do something. So basically what that means is now every time someone takes an action, they'll get 2 points instead of 1. And Lysithea, because she's a mastermind, will get 4 points instead of 2. So Lysithea now can master pretty much everything immediately. Unfortunately, she doesn't really have to master anything to be good, but it's good for everybody else. So I'll be going for that first. Let me look here just to make sure I don't do something stupid. And this is why the 10,000 renown you get from the DLC is very helpful. You don't need it to make it this far. Like, as you can see, I almost have 10,000 just playing the normal game.
You're all set.
So let's see. I think I can be a little bit different here, but
this one.
Do 5.
You're all set.
Then I'll think about it. Because normally I took that to 6 when I last played Blue Lions, but that was a pretty good reason for that. This boy I took to 6. Yeah, I did that for Dimitri, but I don't need that this time, so...
You're this one. You're all this one.
I'll take him to flying.
You're all this one. You're all
well, I'll
this
get
one.
the Divine Pulse too. It's 1,000. That's fine.
You're all set. This one. You're all this one. You're this one. You're this one. You're this one.
Can basically take all of them up to the extra divine pulse, which gives me a lot of wiggle room for error when it comes to me screwing things up. Which is great.
This one. You're this one. You're this one.
And one of these I'm definitely taking up to the
You're
plus
up
10
this one.
XP if I can. I don't think I can quite make it, but I'll get pretty
You're all
close.
set.
Oh, yeah, I can make it to one of them. Alright. So which one? That's the question. Let me think about it. What do I really need here? I need swords. Definitely need swords, because Ingrid needs it to get to Swordmaster, and Byleth needs it to be a beast. Petra will also need it eventually when I recruit her. Felix is going to be a War Master. This, I think, might be it, though, because Byleth and Ingrid, and maybe Petra, if I decide to make her a Falcon Knight, are going to need an A in Lances to qualify for Falcon Knight. And Byleth does not level things as fast as everyone else, so she can use all the help she can get.
This one?
So yeah, I'll do this.
This one? You're up this one? You're all
Now, all these last ones do is increase the maximum stat for your character. So, I don't remember exactly what Byleth's maximum stats are because I've never actually hit them because I just beat the game before I get there. And I haven't fed anyone enough to actually hit the stat caps. So I usually just don't even bother with them, to be honest. But, alright, let me write all this down so I'm not forgetting what I'm doing here. 5, 5, 5. And that's 8. So, okay, I've got 3,300 left. So, now what do I want? I think I want this. I think I want this just for the authority, but I'm not convinced I need it yet. Yeah, I don't need that yet. So it's between these two. Alright, so I think we're
This
gonna do
one?
this.
You're all set. This one?
Specifically
We're all
because, like, once Lysithea gets to, like, S+ on her, reason,
you
she'll
again soon.
be, like, a 7 range unit. 6 or 7, I can never quite remember the number. Alright, so that's that taken care of. So now we can go down here and fish for the next 10 or 15 minutes, or however long it ends up taking. I've still got support conversations. I'll do that in the next video. This is already getting long. Alright, so time to make some XP. Now the XP you get doesn't seem to matter on rarity, it just seems to be kind of random. And it also doesn't really matter if you get a perfect or not. So I got 2, so I got a little bit that time, but sometimes you'll just get like a crap load of XP for one of these, so I usually always try to get at least a light blue fish out of it, just because you get more valuable fish. Got 3. See, I got like 150 there almost. Oh. Jump the gun. I know that purple outline doesn't actually, you know, move physically, but I swear this game is messing with me. I'm convinced it messes with you. It's either that or I just really consistently ride the line. Yeah, so this should be more than enough to level up unless I haven't gotten super unlucky yet before doing this. It seems to be fairly consistent amounts of XP. So Yeah, see, I just got a ton there, but I only caught 2 fish at once. It's random, as far as I can tell. Fuck you. Fuck you. As you can see, with just like 25-ish bait that I've just kind of picked up running around, I'm getting like over 1,000 XP. So imagine how much I'm going to get when I have nearly 200 pieces of bait for the next one. That is going to be a video I recommend probably not watching unless you're just really interested in watching numbers go up or down, as it were. Because that takes about 2 hours or so of just fishing, which is about as exciting as it looks here. It's like Lord of the Rings Extended Edition, but fishing. Yeah, I know usually when I do that part of my maddening runs, I just like put a movie on or something. Alright, Professor level C, I get activity points, I get more adjuncts, I get more money, master classes unlocked, nice. So now whenever I'm asking for mission assistance, I can just assign the assistant as an adjunct to Byleth, so that way they get guaranteed support. Nice. Got a goldfish. So, well, oh, there you go. So these are kind of the only ones where it really matters, where you really want to get it perfect. Just because silverfish, goldfish, and platinum fish sell for quite a lot of money. So you can make gangbusters if you get like a crap ton of them. And I will be getting a lot of them in that 2-hour fishing video. Alright. Finally, I'm almost done with this damn fishing. I don't have to do it again for like a week in real life. Depending on how much I play over the next week, of course. Yeah, good. Alright.
Hi. Hi there.
This will also be the last time I used mixed herb seeds, or mixed herb seeds, or whatever. Unless, I don't think I have enough for, yeah, any of that, so be the last time I do that. because I'll be able to buy whatever seeds I want, which will be pale blue flower seeds for the immediate future. Then we will shift to purple seeds and just give Byleth like 60 strength by the end of the game. She'll be swole. It'll be good stuff. Alright. Now I need to decide who I want to eat food with. It is the Fish Bounty Festival. Nice. You know what? That looks great.
That looks delicious. Goddess, forgive me. I've just got to indulge.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
Bitch, she'll eat anything with meat. Alright, lost items time. Probably should have... I don't think it would have mattered because they were both at 3, so it's fine. Alright, lost items, lost items. Let's see what we got here. That's Bernadetta. Yeah. Where is she anyway? Is she hiding in her room? Yeah, she is. I forgot to talk to her anyway, so this helps. This works out.
I'm not secretly eating cake. You're getting pretty good at talking through the door, Professor. I've been looking for...
Exotic feather, that is Petra's. I was right. I knew it. Ah, get over there.
Yes, I have met Professor. You can.
I kind of have them a little
lost the
memorized
taste
for
of
the
this.
people I
You have my
regularly
thanks.
recruit, but... That's Sylvain. Where is he? He's over here.
Professor, I'm still I can't wait.
No.
Oh!
Encyclopedia of Sweets, that is probably Lysithia. Yep. The child does indeed have a sweet tooth. Where's she at? Oh, right, you're over here. In this area that's annoying to scroll through when I'm not actually looking.
Professor. Is it I can hard... Hey! That!
Feather Pillows, Lindhart. I don't even need to check. Just know. Who is the sleepy guy gimmick? It's that guy.
You at noon?
Watch him prove me wrong. Sword belt fragment. Ah, spelt it wrong. Felix, excellent. Where is he at? Right, he's hiding. He has daddy issues.
Impressive. Join me for some.
Oh, I didn't want to recruit you, but okay. Help me.
Yes.
Thanks. Also, take this. I can't remember if Felix actually hates being given sweet treats.
What a terrible.
Yeah. Felix is a picky bastard when it comes to gifts. He's just such an asshole. Pretty sure his list of disliked gifts is very large. I don't know if that's based or not. It's definitely annoying. No, he has a normal amount. He just dislikes fun things. Okay. Fucking, what a dork. Art book, that's Ignatz. Yeah. Where's that nerd at? He's over here. Need to bully that arts and crafts out of him.
Maybe.
Oh!
I'm just kidding. Oh, right, that's Hilda's. That's right. Back over here.
since... Oh, you found...
Makeup brush. Yuri? Okay. Give it to him last. And Constance. Right. Constance is down here. Yuri's gonna be underground because he's always underground. I can't remember if he ever comes above ground or not.
The mat I grant that I feel. If my conduct...
Oh,
yes.
Imagine copywriting the Fire Emblem wiki site. It's so weird. All the things. I don't think anybody's gonna steal your website layout.
It's like this.
Only weirdos like me actually go
The
to
guy,
it.
I may be the leader of a bunch of thugs too, but I'm nothing like that slime bag.
Yeah, it sounds like
I know you
might hate him.
Oh,
I guess I could talk to these guys too. I haven't played the game as much since the DLC came out, if I'm being honest. I've only beaten it once, so... Only once, I say, as though it's normal for people to beat this game like 30 times like I have. Something like that, anyway. It's probably more like a dozen. Didn't really start playing it until Maddening came out. Alright, I believe I'm done for this week. I don't think there's anything else. I'll do the supports next video. Let me see. Okay, good. I did get the Reyes support. Excellent, excellent. I don't have Felix's yet, but I can at least give the tasty baked treat to Petra. And then we'll call it a day.
hey there.
Yes. I have never... Professor, you tell...
It's Petra.
You have my...
Alright, we're done here. Up to 5 instructions. Very nice. So you have everything you need. Let me check everybody's goals, actually. Let me make sure everything is still making sense here. Yep, that's good. That's fine. That's fine. That's actually not fine. I lied. Ignore me. What are your lances? D? D plus? That's not bad. Okay, so I'm gonna do bows and riding? Let's do authority for a little bit. Let's get her to like authority C, and then I'll start working on her riding. Just cause she's gonna be a bow knight, so I want to have her to have a high authority so she can use the really good ones. The flying units all kind of need like a B authority to, you know, use gambits, because there's really not a ton of flying gambits to hand out, so it's a little annoying to work with, but it's the price you pay for picking them or using the broken classes, I guess. I think everyone else's is fine though. Maybe with Scythia I need to... What level is she? Yeah. I'll have her run flying for a little bit. She only needs a C flying to use Dark Knights, or Dark Flyer, not Dark Knight. Dark Flyer is just like a B in Reason or something, and then like a C in Flying, and then you don't need like Lances or anything, because it's technically, I think, just an advanced class. Yeah, and the rest of this is good. Sword, sword, swords. As you can see, the Sana gives you a +4, which is insane. It basically doubles it.
That
So you can get somebody's skill points very quickly doing the sauna. You... Actually...
Got it. Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna just give you some authority. I'd like to get him to D. I'd like to get Hilda to D too, but Hilda is just like barf. But I'll do it anyway. Yeah, that's what I need to do, just do the sauna with Hilda so she can actually level her authority up. It's the one thing about it that makes her kind of bad, is her my authority shit. Right.
Nope.
Okay, that C, don't need that anymore.
I will. I'm getting. Nope.
Alright, I can see if I have a different or a better gambit for her. Probably not, but I'll be alright. Let's go ahead and get this to C. I don't think I get a spell. I did get Seraphim. That's right, that's right. That's very useful, actually. Make sure you get this to C before Chapter 5. Let me write that down somewhere. Sorry, I'm modifying her stuff a little bit, but I got written here. Alright, there we go. Yeah. You're gonna need Seraphim, or you're gonna like to have it. You don't need it, but you will like having it for Chapter 5. Alright, we're done. Nice.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Sure. Your brain is fried.
Huh.
Oh, I guess he likes doing a stroll. Alright, whatever. Got 1,000 for it. You know what? Yeah, you're already doing that, you clown. Sure, let's talk, Sylvain.
You think I'd cheat? On you, baby? Never. Come on. You should know me better than that. You're the only one for me. I swear. Hey, if you don't believe me, well... Oh, I get it. If I'm not your type, do you want me to introduce you to some other guys who have crests? They're all nobles, just like me.
What? That isn't why I'm... You're worse than I thought.
I just want you to be happy. You know, get what you're after. I hate seeing a girl cry, especially one as beautiful as you. So, you know, maybe we... So, Professor, do you enjoy spying on people? You look like you've got something to say, so say it. Hey, that was between me and her, not you. But you know how it is. Most relationships, they end in heartbreak. Anyway, I don't know why she's so upset about me dating other girls. She didn't care before she found out, so why does she care now? I really do hate seeing a girl cry. Come on, it's hard on me too. If only I had someone to comfort me. Professor, it's okay if you want to console me. I happen to have some exquisite tea back in my quarters. You could come by and we could chat about love. Calm down, it was only a joke. You've really got no sense of humor, you know that?
What a dork. It's Yuri's birthday. Alright.
You asked me here for a reason.
Yeah, I asked you here to give me a point in charm.
It's lukewarm. Got it. Nailed it. Got it. Got it. If I established a monopoly on tea, I imagine...
Damn, he has 3 things you can say that he likes with every one of those little...
Cool.
Okay. Never noticed that. Ah! Oh well.
We can handle it.
I wonder why sometimes you don't get it. I'm not sure if that's random or not. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's one, you only get one per week.
I think it's...
Got it. Good to go.
Well-oiled...
I don't think so. Either way, alright. That's enough that got done for one video, I would say, yeah? So that's week 1 for chapter 5. The next 2 weeks will be another explore and the auxiliary battle to unlock the merchants, basically. So alright, thank you for watching. Hope it was mildly informative.